I am Daniel Lucas.
Hello, I'm Alessandro Panattoni and welcome to Food 101.
Food, people. Let's talk about food. Oh, Shafi.
Yeah, hey, Daniel,
Ha-
what's up?
happy Remembrance Day.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, last November 11 in North America, we are celebrating Remembrance Day. We honor those people sacrificed for our freedom,
Yeah.
and we are so grateful for it. And Shafi, today our topic is different from what we are talking for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I know. Just, sometimes it's good to get out from a little bit, not to get out from the kitchen because we never get out from the kitchen, but at least to get out from the regular food, the recipe. Even if I like to talk about food, but I think, there is so many other things to talk about. What do you think?
Yes, that's true, people. That's why our topic today is different. We're having a kitchen safety and sanitation.
Yeah, why
Ah.
not? We need that one too, of course.
Yes. This, this is very important, people. Sanitation in the kitchen is very crucial so that our food that we are eating is safe.
Yes, that's true.
If you see the kitchen is clean, it doesn't mean it's sanitized.
Absolutely. But the sanitation start from us first, not just from the kitchen, of course. You know, Sanitation start with the personal hygiene. So once we take care of personal hygiene, and then we're gonna start to take care of the rest. It's wheels goes around, and it's very important to keep not just at work, but everywhere anyway, especially with all the, what we come through with the COVID, stuff like that. We need to take care of ourselves.
True. True,
Yeah.
people. Sanitation and hygiene for yourself is goes together. Because if you're not doing your hygiene plus you're not doing sanitation and you're working in the kitchen, you are at risk. The food that you're doing, it's something that give sickness to the people that will eat.
Yes.
So this topic is very important, people. So number one, Shafi, what do you think? Number one rule.
Rules is personal hygiene. That's the number one rule. And washing. That's hygiene. Like air restraint. Um Clean work uniform. Well, that's talking about work, and of course, eating and drinking at work too. It's very important to be, uh, you should never eat or drink near food on prep area too. So that's a very important thing too. So it's
Yes.
always, when you have your break, you eating, you have to be away from the other people food, of course. You know, number one.
Yes, that's true, people. Sanitation and hygiene goes together. The first thing I do in the kitchen when I'm entering, I wash my hand. I wash my hand probably 10 times, 15 times. It depends what we're doing. But I had the habit that I wash my hand everything after I do, let's say, touching the garbage,
Yeah.
something else that you touch in the kitchen. I usually wash my hand. It's a good habit for a cook, for a chef or executive chef that working in the kitchen to prevent cross contamination.
Well, because people they don't think it's a serious things, but they are. Even if it's a little one. Like for example, the air restraints. It's very important that you always wear a nice hat or a little hairnet. Just to prevent to air to finish in food. you know. Always making sure your uniform is nice and clean. There is no food on top of your uniform that's going to maybe finish on other food. That's, like you say, it's going to be a cross contamination, of course. And most important thing, it's always wash your hands. That's the number one. There is no way that you can get away with that. And you gotta wash. Unfortunately, in a job that we do, we wash our hands a thousand times. But we had to train people, we had to teach people, because people forget. You know, maybe there is in a different culture, different country. They don't wash us hands, but unfortunately, in this country, you need to wash your hands when you work, of course. So we're training people to do that because not everybody does, efficiently. Okay. Wash your hands is not just take a 3 second or 4 second. To actually wash your hands, you have to rinse, you have to use your soap, wash very good, rinse it again, then take your paper, dry up, and you can close your faucet after, with the paper, not with the hands, because otherwise you're going to get the bacteria again on your hands. Yeah, well, there
Yes.
is a step by step. No, everybody follow because they don't think about it. But once you start to do a routine every day, yes, you're gonna be, you're gonna have the knowledge about all this bacteria and all the information. When you start to do this hand washing, that's already a big step up for the kitchen, in the kitchen, because that means you take care, you care about other people, and you take care of yourself, because you can get sick, of course. If you get sick, something, you can go to work after. And that's, we go in number two, that it's the staff illness. When somebody, some employees become ill, it poses a risk even the other stuff. And all the sickness that we got, we get in a kitchen, norovirus, E. coli, hepatitis, salmonella, all this stuff, it goes around, and you bring it in, you give it to other people if you don't take care of yourself.
Yes. Cross contamination is in the kitchen is so fast, people, if you cannot prevent them. Let's say early in the morning, as a cook, you're responsible, as a chef, you're responsible to wash your hands. And after that, make sure the kitchen, before you're gonna use the surface, the counters, the sink, faucets, overtops, and appliances that you're gonna use in the kitchen, supposed to be sanitized before they're gonna use, to make it more safe for the bacteria that in there, to prevent cross contaminations. Plus,
Yes.
people, cutting boards are really important too. They
Oh my
are
God, yes.
they are very important because it's number one cause of cross contamination if you will not use the color coated chopping board.
Different color, different things. We used to, when I was in Japan, we used to put every day, every time we use one cutting board, put in the water and bleach,
Yes.
but in a water, bleach, and blood. Then at the end of the night, we wash it very good with soap, and then we sterilize in the machine, because I have a machine to sterilize the cutting board. Some place they don't have the machine to sterilize. So what I'm doing, when I go in a new place, I get a nice container, beautiful container, brand new, fill it up with water and bleach, and I say, everybody, at the end of the night, put me all the cutting board in the water and bleach, and then when it's at the end of the night, we're gonna wash one by one and put it back, dry up at the in the air, no problem. So yeah, you need to learn that whatever you make dirty, you have to clean up as soon as possible. That's the most important thing, because once you forget that, start to do other stuff, then that's when the contamination goes on.
Yes. Clean as you go, people.
That's right.
That's that's number one rule in the kitchen.
And even here, we got fresh seafood, we got fresh meat. So that's you need to, you use a chicken. So you need to make sure that you have everything in order. Like you use the opposite cutting board. You wash, you clean, you disinfect, you sanitize your table after you're done. Sanitize and wash your utensil that you use. So yes, of course, it's a routine. Like you follow the same step every time. And just don't forget.
Yes, people, and we just want to discuss the different colors of chopping board in the kitchen. If you are cutting vegetables or green leafy vegetable, use the green one. The
Green one, yes.
specific, yes, the specific for vegetables, people. And if you are doing poultry, of course, yellow chopping board. That's the that is number one color for poultry because poultry are susceptible for E. coli. So
That's right.
to prevent cross contamination more further, doing something in the kitchen about poultry, use the yellow chopping board. And of
Yes.
course, the red, Sabi, the red is for meat,
Meat,
people,
yes.
raw meat.
That's correct.
And and
The blue one
all the blue one is
for the fish, yes, it is.
yes, yes, seafood people. What else, Effie? What do we miss? The white chopping board is for ready to eat food. So
Yes,
if you're chopping food that is ready to eat, use the usually some of restaurant they using brown or white.
yes.
It's up it's up to the management if they want to choose uh different kind of colors, but those colors that we told you, the yellow, the red, and the green are the mandatory. You're
The
gonna use,
traditional.
yes, traditional. Traditional, and the blue one for the seafood. Sometimes they use purple. I don't know what is a blue, purple, or it depends. But the three mandatory is the red, green, and yellow. They are so very important because those things that you are doing on those chopping board are very susceptible for cross contaminations,
That's
as well as the knives, Shafi, right?
yes,
uh, Knives, cooking utensils, and flatware. If you are doing poultry, use we use the yellow knife. And if we are doing the ready to eat food, we do the white. Usually, the handle signifies what knives that you are gonna use.
yes. And then
And
if you, I always suggest bring your own knife,
yes,
because you bring your own knife, you take care of even your knife as you're supposed to be. Because some people, just dump the knife or whatever, no. So it's very important that you take care of your knife. We always say it's a knife. It's like a best friend in the kitchen. So if you treat you don't treat good your best friend, that's it. You're done deal.
yes. Don't put the knives in the dishwashing machine, people. Make
No, you just kill me like this. Even at home, people think, I'm gonna put I wash in the dishwasher. No, don't do that. All the chemicals gonna destroy the nice, beautiful blade.
yes.
And then after you're gonna complain after it doesn't cut anymore. Of course it doesn't cut anymore.
Become dull, people. And
I
even
know.
don't your favorite knife, don't cut with the citrus thing because it more become dull.
Yeah.
Yes, so Shafi, before we go on, we want to shout out to the people listening in Brazil.
Yes.
Brazil, obrigada,
Obrigado, obrigado,
obrigado.
obrigado.
Because Chevy in Sao Paulo, we got 50% add-on share. Bahia at
Wow,
16.
fantastic. Oh,
Yes, in Bahia, we got 16%. Rio de Janeiro at 16%. Minas Gerais at 5%. Pernambuco at 5%. Uh, Goyas at 3%, Prana at 3%, Moto Grosso at 3%. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 places in Brazil.
wow, fantastic.
Thank you, Brazil, for supporting this podcast because this podcast is created to empower food people, and of course, sanitation and food safety
Yes,
in the kitchen.
absolutely.
So, Shafi, what else do we miss in the kitchen? The
Well,
safe safety in the kitchen.
well, for us in the kitchen at work, it's okay for proper food handling. So that means receiving the food, inspect the food, uh, making sure there is no cross contamination, making sure that the food it's storage in the correct way. Um, let's say there is so many things to talk about on the sanitation, but yeah, the proper cooling temperature. So where this stuff goes, what kind of temperature you need to make sure they are, and the storage, making sure stuff is not on the floor because you can't keep things contact with the floor. Absolutely
Yes,
not.
not yes.
And the most one of the most important is cleaning and sanitize all the time. Wipe the surface to remove all the crumbs and food, little particles. Wash the surface with appropriate food safe cleaning solution. Rinse the surface with clean water after. Sanitize the surface with appropriate sanitation and let the surface hair dry to make sure you have a nice, clean, and sanitized table. I
Yes,
just
people.
feel like I'm gonna pass the test again.
Food
Food and handle
sanitation.
certificate again. But
Food
it's good
sanitation.
because more you repeat this stuff. It's very important for people working in the kitchen. Then they listen every time. Sometimes it's a pain to listen all the stuff, but it's so good to listen because after when it's time to do it, you do automatically without thinking about it anymore. So yeah, it's important, very important. It's same thing at home, of course, because you have to do this kind of stuff at home too.
True. Something else. For safety, for the family, you need to do
Yeah,
it
of
for the
course.
sanitation. And so, Chefy, for the food storage, we always saying that first in, first out, people, so that to eliminate the spoiler of the food.
Yes.
And and for the temperature, always hot food hot, cold food cold, and the cold must be 39 below, or some in the ship we do regulars like 39 below or
Yeah.
38 below degrees Fahrenheit. And for the hot, it's like for for the poultry it must 165 above, not below, people, degrees Fahrenheit. Poultry is below 165, you are prone to salmonella. So
Yeah.
we need to cook the chicken or any poultry products
Well
above.
done.
Yes, well done, well done. Not like steak.
Like not
Well,
dry, well done. Okay, that's different story. Okay,
oh
because sometimes
yes.
you go to a restaurant, you ask for a well done chicken, then you're gonna get these piles. It's coming out. It's not dry. It's not cooked. No, it's not just cooked. It's very dry. So no, you have
Yes.
to know what's the temperature of the food. Of course, that's the most important thing. So
Yes, 165 people above,
yes,
and what's all the foods that you are doing in the kitchen, especially fruits. Salmon, they are also prone to salmonella and bacteria, like cantaloupe. This has something happened in one of the famous restaurant in United States before, is Jack in the Box, where they did not. I don't know if they did not wash the watermelon or cantaloupe. They are prone to bacteria. I don't know what that's bacteria, and it spread like a mushroom and contaminate every food that they prepare, and then voila.
wow,
they they poison all their customers. So people, be careful in everything you in the kitchen, because the safetyness of people they're gonna eat it will contaminate if you will not do the right thing, the right temperature, washing all the fruits and vegetables that you're doing, and sanitation. And start with you. Wash your hands every single minute that you are doing something, after do another activities or another job in the kitchen.
Absolutely, I agree. You know,
Yeah.
I never stop to tell everybody at work. Making sure you wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. There is paper on the to dry up your hands. Making sure there is paper, and don't make it forget to fill it up the paper container. It's making sure you guys got enough soap over there. Wash your hands, wash your hands 3,000 times. When I say that.
Yes, people, before we go on, we are inviting you, or I'm inviting you to listen to my other podcast, Book 101, with my third season. And my books are out, not only one, but three volumes, people. Book 101 Review, Volume 1, highly recommended. Volume 2, Suggestion. Volume 3, Selection. Available on Amazon and leading online bookstores worldwide. And of course, our books, people. Food 101, Volume 1, Basics until 12. Volume 12. People, Volume 12 is Italian cuisine with Chef Alessandro. One, one of the best executive chef in one of the best five-star restaurant in downtown Toronto. So please do grab a copy, because Volume 1, Food 101, Volume 1, Basics until 7 is only the books that you need, how to create a delicious food, available on Amazon and leading online bookstores worldwide. We are so grateful that we got our 1 million downloads,
Wow.
and we are counting for 2 million downloads,
Yeah,
people.
we don't stop. Don't worry. We don't stop.
We are committed to do this every week with Chef. And even we are tired, we are lots of things to do. We are still dedicated. Even with the saying, we giggle a lot, we laugh a lot. This is a part of life.
Well, we don't just talk about food, like you say, yeah, there is lots of podcasts talking only about food, food, food. Yeah, we like talk about food, but sometimes you have to get out a little bit on and we find this nice, discussion, talk about, like today, sanitation. Why not? It's nice, it's good, it's important, very important. But of course, for whoever listen to us, we going back on the food too, huh? Okay, just make it sure.
Yes, people, we are so excited for our upcoming culinary course. Please do support us when we done it. We will tell you when you gonna do, or when you gonna take the course. It's something else, people. You're gonna learn how to create a delicious food through our course, Culinary Food 101 Culinary Course. So, Shafi, thank you for your time.
No, thank you for having me always. I'm always enjoy. Thank you very, very much.
And okay,
Mega
Shafi.
people.
See you soon.
Bye bye.